Good afternoon, everybody. This is Tim again, just at the park, just chilling. Just got out of piano class. I want to talk a little bit today about how I got to where I am with the faith that I've exercised since I was a kid, um, with me and God and our relationship. It wasn't, uh, it wasn't a say an easy route getting to where I am with my faith with Him, and I would say I lost faith a bit in my lifetime, in my early 20s and my teens, wondering why things weren't the way that I wanted them to be, and wondering how and why things weren't in a better perspective when I got older, seeing as my parents were followers of Christ, and we had a bit of a struggle financially and family issues. Parents got divorced, and wondering where I was going to be in my adulthood after high school, in and out of jobs, wondering where I'm going to go with my career and relationships, and just trying to figure out who am I as a human being. But as God walked with me through my journey, I built faith that He can move anything out my path that I thought was distracting or a hindrance or something that I thought was an obstacle that I couldn't get past. So I noticed that He showed Himself throughout my life since I was a kid. I noticed He showed Himself to me when I was around 6 years old. I was in school, and at the time we were playing marbles, and I wanted marbles to play with other kids. So when I got home, my mom just randomly handed me a bag of marbles, and last year she told me that God told her to give me that bag of marbles when she was in the store randomly. So I always took it as a random act that He was trying to show me that He exists. And even when I was in 7th grade, I got teased because I had failed in 2nd grade and chipped my tooth. So I got made fun of for having the chipped tooth. And during that same day, during PE, she hit the basketball court and hit the same front tooth as I did. And that's when I noticed that karma was real. So I've had a few incidents in my life where I questioned if He was real. And when I became 27 and I woke up and realized that He was real by Him introducing Himself to me. I was going through a lot in my life where I really needed to see if He was real, because I didn't feel like I was going down the right road. So seeing as He exercised my faith through leaving messages in my subconscious mind, if He was real, letting me know that He was, always kept the question in my mind that He had my back no matter what. So it was like He crystallized my faith through His consciousness as He created our reality through His crystallized wisdom of creation by the light inside of us. We have to realize that it's there and acknowledge that it's there. It's even evident that it's there by the way matter exists. And the way matter exists by the planet Earth is the core of the Earth is magma and heat, and it crystallized itself into what we call planet Earth. And even in our development, we develop our being. Well, it develops in a way where we don't even have to question if we're gonna age. Our bodies age on its own, and we develop automatically, and the earth moves automatically. And during the time of development, He had to place a grid, also a conscious grid, where we can also rely on our conscious connection where we can connect with one another and see each other from the core of who we are, because if we didn't see who we are on the inside, it would be hard for us to see who we are on the outside. And seeing as I got in the grid and had a relationship with him, it gave me a chance to reiterate and recite our relationship throughout the years, where I can pun the world of peace by just explaining who he is to me, and he's everything to me. And me being me, I have always loved music, and for me coming into the grid with a lot of wisdom and music, and apparently it got me attention, and it focused his light on me, because he wanted me to tell the world on how our relationship has been over the years and how close we've gotten. And I don't know what I would do without him. It's been a journey. I've been making these vlogs, I guess you can say, to explain to you how God created existence for us to befriend him and have a relationship with him while calculating his creation to pass it on to the next generation, so they'll have the intellect on how his self-preservation, his self-sufficient system has been going on this whole time, with him just watching over his creation. It's been a difficult journey, I would say. I don't know. I've just been observing humanity as humanity observes me, and trying to figure out who I am and how do I get all this attention from him pointing me out, going back and forth with the fact that he is God and God alone, and he is the conscious that brought us into existence. Whether we want to admit it or not, he is our creator, and without him we will be nothing, but with him we are everything. And I will continue to make these videos, vlogs, and just document my journey with him, on this journey with you guys as well. And you can also document your own life knowing that he is here, and sending out messages that he's here through our hearts. And whether we all want to say it out loud or keep it confidential, that God created a conscious grid where we all hear each other, so we can come up with conclusions and solutions to make the world a better place, instead of coming up with problems and division that has nothing to do with reality. We're just fighting our own imagination on what reality should look like, when reality already had a set conscious plan to just preserve itself and enjoy being in existence, because once time is gone, that's it. We don't know what happens after death. All I know is he showed me he's real, and I've been expressing myself that he's real and expressing it to the world. And I will continue to do so as I walk through this journey. And I've been in school to prove that he exists, as I've been writing cosmic psychology on how he built our intellect for self-preservation, as well as build a relationship. And I will post more on that in my social media links, and I'm getting my foundation up and going to help preserve his endeavor through the cosmos, because we have no clue of the space that he put us in. So it would be important for us to figure out who he is, so it would be more helpful on how to preserve who we are, because when we make up things to fight about, we're just fighting an illusion of division, because there is no division. We're actually one, which the conscious grid proves. So racism had no place in society, because it just made and we articulated an illusion of division and acted on it, and it became one of our downfalls, as we were slaughtering each other over something that didn't exist. And it's been an interesting view sitting with him on his conscious thought and his views on his creation. It makes me question history and why we made the decisions that we made. It's mind-boggling, because the things we thought about were so simple. We could have just made it a thought and sent the thought on its way, and just kept living life the way it was supposed to be lived, which was joyful, peaceful thoughts is what he thinks. And when you think peaceful thoughts as he thinks peaceful thoughts, you're thinking like the creator on how to preserve his system. It's his will over ours. And when you have goodwill, he will bless your goodwill. When you have ill will, he will deny it. So it's up to you how you want to live your life. So think about your day and how you can make it more peaceful for yourself, or if you can make it more peaceful for someone else. So what's your vision of peace?